I wasn't even supposed to take that call because my shift had already ended, but dispatch said it was close and no other unit was free, and it was a possible break-in at a duplex on Carter Street. And the caller, Jess, said she heard movement inside her place through her phone app after she left. So I said I would check it out. When I got there, the place looked normal from the outside. No broken windows, nothing out of place, and Jess was waiting across the street and said she had just left about 10 minutes earlier and heard doors moving inside. And I asked if anyone else had a key, and she said no. I walked up to the front door and tried it, and it was already unlocked, not forced, just unlocked. And she immediately said she always locks it before leaving. So I pushed it open and stepped in and called out that it was police. Right then, something moved inside, fast, from the hallway toward the back, not distant. It was inside the unit, and I moved in quickly while telling Jess to stay outside. The living room was clear, but the hallway light was on, even though she said everything was off when she left. And I went down the hallway and checked the first room, and it was completely empty. Then the second room, and that one was empty too. And I could hear movement again, not trying to hide, just moving from one side to the other. At the end of the hall, the bathroom door was closed, and the handle moved slowly, like someone was holding it from the inside. So I pushed it open and stepped back, but the bathroom was empty, and there was nowhere to go. A second later, something slammed behind me, and I turned and saw the front door was shut, fully closed. And when I went back and tried it, it was locked from the inside, and I could hear Jess outside trying to open it. I checked the lock, and the deadbolt was turned, and I hadn't touched it. Then I heard footsteps again, closer this time, walking from the back toward me, not running anymore. I backed into the living room and kept looking at the hallway and told whoever was inside to come out, and the steps stopped just before the corner. A man stepped out, mid-40s, thin, wearing a hoodie, just looking at me. I told him to stop and show his hands, and he didn't do either. He just stood there for a second, then turned and walked back down the hallway like he knew I would follow him. I went after him, and he went straight into the last room, and I followed right behind him, and the room was empty when I got there. No closet big enough to hide in, no window open, nothing. I checked quickly and found nothing, and then I heard movement again from the front. So I went back and saw the door open again, like it had never been locked. I stepped outside for a second to check the yard and the sides of the house, and there was no one there, no one running, no one nearby. I went back in and told Jess to stay near the entrance while I checked once more, and I went down the hallway again, slower this time, listening. Everything was quiet. When I got to the last room, the closet door was open, and I knew it had been closed before. I walked up and pulled it open fully, and it was empty, but on the inside of the door, there were marks scratched into the wood. It was my unit number, the one dispatch used on the radio. I stood there looking at it, trying to understand how that could even be there. And then I heard the front door shut again. I went back quickly, and it was locked again, same as before. And when I tried to open it this time, there was pressure from the other side, not holding the handle, actually pushing against the door. Jess said she could see someone inside through the window, but when I turned around, there was no one in the hallway. A second later, the door gave way and opened, and I stepped out and pulled her away from the entrance. We waited for backup, and multiple units cleared the place after that and found nothing. No one inside. No signs of forced entry. Nothing that explained what happened. Later, when I checked my body camera footage, there was one part that did not match what I remembered, because right after I opened the door the first time, there was already someone standing at the end of the hallway in the video, just standing there. And I walked in like I did not even see him.